It's the #1 spot. Remember that. It's the #1 spot. Remember that. It's the #1 spot. Remember that. If you at the #2, nobody remember you. It's the #1 spot.
What's poppin', crackin', shaking, baby? It's your boy Q.U.E from the wall with the #1 spot, man. Hey, it's definitely an honor and a pleasure, man, to introduce my next guest. You know what I'm talking about? We got Mr. So Iconic. You know what I'm talking about? The king of true R&B. You know what I'm talking about? And we got the wordsmith, man. I call him the wordsmith, man, because that boy, he got them slogans, man. Anything, you know what I'm saying? To make his point, man. I love that, man. And I say, you just got took if Billy Cook ain't on the hook, man. Hey,
Straight
we
up.
got the legend in the flesh, man. The one, the only, Billy Cook.
So iconic. Let that boy cook. What up with it, Q?
What's happening, man?
Happy to be on the #1 spot right now.
Already, man. I appreciate you taking out your time, man, to sit down with us, man. Making the
appreciate
#1
you.
spot even hotter. You
Man,
feel
look,
me?
I love being in a place that, you know, it's something about when you say the #1 spot, you know, and then you appear on the #1 spot. It means a lot.
Already,
You know
man.
what I'm
Where everybody want to be.
Yeah, I'm
you know
telling
what
you.
I'm talking about, man.
Straight
And
up,
nobody
straight up.
remembers #2.
Nobody #2 is irrelevant.
Already.
#1.
Straight up, man. Hey,
sir.
like I said, I appreciate you taking out your time, man.
Yes, sir.
Present to some, introduce to others, man, who you are, man, where you from. Give them a small background check on you, real quick.
Look, Q, my name, for everybody out there who don't know, my name is Billy Cook. They call me Mr. So Iconic, the king of singing hooks down south. Some say the Nate Dogg of the South, but Nate was not from the South. Nate was from, you know, the East Coast. You know, not the East Coast, I'm sorry. He's from the West Coast. And there's a lot of king of singing hooks in different genres, different cities, different states, you know, and but I'm just the #1 down south. I'm on a lot of hooks, a lot of songs. I'm on a lot of classics, you know, and I've been very fortunate and privileged to be requested and, you know, to be on those songs, on those albums and bless these guys with my voice, but it's also a blessing to me too as well, you know, to be recruited, you know, or sought out or sought after to be on those songs. Really excited about that, you know.
Absolutely,
Put in a
man.
lot of
I'm
time,
talking
a lot of
about
work.
all the hits, man, that you've ever heard in H-Town, man. This guy is on them. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody from H-Town, from Fat Pat to Mr. 3-2, Lil Kiki, Flip, Zero.
History.
You know what I'm saying? Big Pokey, man. The list goes on and on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing right there, man.
Like an Energizer Bunny, on and on and on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you know.
Straight up, man. I guess we're gonna kind of go back, you know what I'm talking about, before, you know what I'm saying, the legendary Billy Cook, and then just kind of bring him up to speed to, you know, what you got going on right now. First of all, I want to say, man, actually, man, I know you always working, man. We had talked earlier, you was saying you was out pushing the lemonade, huh?
Man, look here, man. You know, they used to say out of sight, out of mind, but when I'm out of sight, you know, I'm not out of mind. I'm actually in the public. I'm in the trenches. You know, I'm in the trenches working. You know, we've been out, I've been out, me and my wife, we've been out helping my son, you know, branding his company, his Lemonade Sips company.
Man, Lemonade Sips,
while
I
I'm
like
still
that. And for this episode of the #1 spot, the beverages were provided by Lemonade Sips, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? So shout out to Billy Cook, man. Shout out to his son, man, doing big things, man, in a major way, man. We really appreciate that, man. Y'all really quenched our thirst, man, for this episode, man. So we appreciate y'all, man, providing the beverages, man. If y'all like to get y'all very own, please go to Lemonade Sips HTX on IG. And if y'all can't get them now, holla at my boy, Billy Cook, man. You know what I'm talking about? Mr. So Iconic. You feel me, man? That's what it is, man. If you ain't at the #1 spot, you're #2. And nobody remembers #2. Remember that, baby. And we out of here. Yeah.
While I'm still branding the music, I'm branding a beverage, you know, with my family. It's a family-owned business, family-operated, And
Absolutely.
you know, and that's the most powerful thing is when you can brand who you are, because it's really about the legacy
Absolutely.
that you leave.
Absolutely.
Because most people they they remember you a short period of time while you're here. You know, and sometimes people forget when you're gone.
Come on,
But
come on.
But what about those that when you're gone and they remember who you are?
Absolutely.
Because you know people don't remember they don't remember you for how much they don't really know. They don't really feel you until you're gone, until your well runs dry, till they no longer use you.
Straight up. Say that.
Know, so
yeah.
But
like I heard of somebody, I think it was K Reno, somebody say, man, they post you for 2 weeks and then, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing to you know, for your legacy to live on, man, after you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to touch people, you got to inspire people. Because people either do things out of inspiration or desperation. You know, and so I'm inspired to keep moving forward because I've been in the back.
Yeah.
So it inspires me to be at the front of the classroom.
Absolutely.
It inspires me to be in the front of the line.
Yeah.
I've been at the back of the line a long time ago. You know, just like Rosa Parks. You know, people. You know, y'all remember how she was sitting at the back of the bus. You know, she moved to the front of the bus.
Come on
now. We need to move to the front of the bus.
Already.
You know, so I'm like, that's
straight up.
Hey, look. When you get on the front of the bus, then you know the most amazing thing is that when you get on the bus and get in the front seat, when that bus stops and you're the first one to get off.
That's deep.
Because
deep.
it takes too long because
you ain't got to walk through everybody
in that line.
Excuse me, and
crowded.
all that.
Man, man, look.
Yeah.
I can't do it, man.
And that's the beautiful thing too. What I found out too, like you can't let, I guess, what you're known for or what people know you for define, you know, what you do.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like they say you have to diversify your portfolio and do this and do this, you know what I'm saying? Kind of burn out your desires and do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And still, of course, incorporate, you know, your music or, you know, video production or whatever you do, you know what I'm saying?
It's about living your dream.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't, you can't let people live their dreams through you. You gotta live your dreams out loud. You know, and so one thing I've learned is to go out and take this world by storm, do my own thing, be in my own lane.
Yeah.
You know, a freeway ain't the median. The freeway ain't the service road. The freeway has multiple different lanes.
Absolutely.
You know, and so I treat the freeways like the beltway. I treat it like a tollway. You know, like I feel like I'm the tollway. Everybody got to pass through it. They got to drop something. They deposit some money in there. You know, and so now everything went digital. Now everybody like get the easy tag. You know, so it's like now they hit me up online. I ain't got to do it that way. So you know, you're born looking like your parents, you die looking like your choices. So my choices gotta define what I do right now. You know, so I didn't put a lot of work in.
Yeah.
You know, I put a lot of free work in first. You know, to get me heard and get me known, because we wrote the song a while back, my wife and I, but I just want to be heard. And so we did that not to impress everybody, but to impress upon the fact that everybody really want to be heard.
Absolutely.
You know, we talk about recognition, and I really want y'all to understand this. And I've learned this in my experience in being in business and being in network marketing and my reading, you know, that actually allows me to broaden my horizon, you know, to stretch my way of thinking, you know, and what that is that, you know, you got to keep moving forward.
Absolutely. At all costs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because that's the most important thing, is being different, not being like everyone else. Because if you're like everyone else and do everything that everybody else does, you'll be the same thing like them. And me being original, I can't be a carbon copy.
Yeah, I know that's right.
You know, so
I know that's right. And I mean, and you definitely are that, man. You got that signature voice, man. When you hear that, you like, oh, that's Billy Cook, man. I know that.
Haters wanna know you are.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Haters wanna know you are when you're coming down like a superstar.
Come on, man. Hey, man, the hook master, man, out here, man. So, I just out of curiosity, man, just since you bring up that song, like, what comes to mind when you think about that? Like just thinking back, like, do you have like an interesting story, how that came about, or?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because I never really told in depth or how it started. I was on a little bitty label that was starting out with two ladies and a guy as managers. You know, and I was this little 19-year-old.
Man, you did that
singer.
song when you was 19?
I was 19, getting ready to turn 18. You know, the first song I actually sung on was Superstar Fat Pat. The other song I sung on right after that shortly was Get Over That Shit with Big Mike from the Ghetto Boys.
Gotcha. Okay, I remember that. You was man, come on, man. I didn't realize.
That, okay. The song started rolling in. Then I did a song with Lil O on the Blood Money record. You know, so, but I was on a label called Always Infinity Records. So the two managers I had at the time was my wife now, and I had another manager named Katrina Kirkendall. So Cynthia Cook, Katrina Kirkendall. I didn't know Cynthia Dixon, but she was married to a globetrotter named Reginald Dixon. And so those three were a powerhouse management team, forced to be reckoned with because they really cared about me as an artist and they really wanted me to grow. They had a couple other groups. They had a solo artist named Corey Ford, and they had another group called Second Verse, which that group, I think they had a different name, but that group consisted of a guy named Mike, Paul, and Kenneth. Kenneth and a couple other members, they know the group more in depth than I do, but I do remember that it used to be five or six, then it turned out to be three, and that was with Big Mo, which his name is Kenneth at the time, which is my nephew, and also Mike and Mo.
Good.
So those, so we did a lot of shows back in the day. It was Tony Terry, Michael Cooper. We did a lot of shows. So I came from an era where everybody was doing R&B. You had three-man groups, solo singers. You know, artists that were competing with artists like Johnny Gill. Jodeci, just a lot of that. That was a great era. That was when you had Showtime at the Apollo. You had Joe, the Southside Twins. They were on Showtime at the Apollo. You had Willie Winters. They was on Showtime. He was on Showtime at the Apollo. You had all of these real singers back in the day. That, you know, when rap was underground, we were trying to get radio to hear us. We were trying to be heard. They had Jack the Rapper. You had a lot of talent shows. You had a lot of high school shows, you know, that was really instrumental in where we all are today. H-Town, they were going to the same school. They were going to Yates, you know, with Big Mo and all of them. So you had a diverse R&B group. Then you had the group that had, my God, had the song, Gotta Leave, Go. Pack your bag.
Yeah. That's who was that? I know who that is too.
I can't get the, oh my God. But it was so many artists. You had Moke and Steph. You had
so Ideal.
Ideal was the name of the group. Thank you for that.
Ideal.
But that's the era that I came up in. But before I got in that era of coming up with them, before I got on those records, I was on tour with Silk and Frankie Beverly Mays and R. Kelly and the Isley Brothers.
Come on, man.
So my management, I was on a label called Always Infinity Records, which later on changed to the Baptiste Music Group, BMG 1965, which anybody that was around us at the time, we all had the tattoos that were representing BMG 1965. And
well, that wouldn't be like Jerome Baptiste and all them boys. I know he used to do Zydeco, but I don't know if you know who that is. Okay, that's probably, I know it's a lot of Baptiste from Louisiana and stuff like that.
And it's good you're talking about that because a lot of Baptiste spell the last name different. Some with two T's, some with one T.
One T, gotcha.
You know,
gotcha.
So as far as B-A-T-I-S-T, you know, and then you got B-A-T-T,
right?
You know, or you know, Batiste, you know. So it's just how they spell it or how they say it.
Gotcha. And I didn't mean to break you up, but back to that though, how you like the story of how you got on the Superstar.
So I got on the Superstar. We were real good friends with Pamela Harris and D Solo. You know, with
Okay.
street flavor.
Yeah, street flavor. Yeah, wow.
And that was an era when the Motorola two-way pages was out really big. They were selling Motorola two-way pages. They were doing the videos. She was a publicist. She had her hand in radio, TV. Both of them did. Very talented family. And, you know, rest in peace, Pam Harris. You know, but really good friends of ours. I met her. She wanted me and Cynthia to come to the studio, to her office. And she said, I want you to meet somebody. And it was Mike D and it was Fat Pat. And that's how I met them at the studio, at her office.
Gotcha.
But later on, that night they were recording at the studio. Mike D asked me to come to the studio. And Bam, who was actually helped funding that project or what have you, I think he was
Talking about
Bambino.
Oh, okay.
On Grid.
Yeah. That had detail shot. Got the detail shot. Yeah, right on. Gotcha.
You know, and so with that being said, how I met them was through Pam Harris. Later on that night, got on the song with them. You know, they called, Mike D called, said, hey, I want you to jump on this song. I want you to check out something. And I song right there on the spot. So
yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. Like, how did they?
As an artist, you had to be the type of artist that when people in your management ask you to sing, or a friend of yours asks you to sing, sing on the spot. You got to
be right there, ready. You can't be,
you got to be ready.
Stuttering and let me think of what I want to say.
Not unless you just got a big vocabulary of songs that you got, you got to pick from.
Right.
Like me, I got a lot of songs I got to pick from. I'm gonna sing this song. Okay, what because you really, when they ask you to do that, you're doing that to impress the person that say, hey, look, I'm available to sing on a song or work with you on something. Yeah. And at that time, I was just wanting to be heard on the songs. It wasn't about money, but since I was under management gonna make sure I got paid. Yeah, absolutely. And so, because if you didn't have management, you was gonna get fucked. Yeah, because you still learning the business. You don't really know about the music industry like that. You just gonna get screwed. Want to do music. Yeah, But they thinking about it in the back end. Yeah, we're gonna get 360 deals and all that type stuff. And then when you think about it, when Pat and Mike, they were all in the streets. Bam and the studio were pretty much handling more so the paperwork. But at the same time, everybody was really new at doing this and doing the paperwork. And because I'm just not really getting in the game, not really understanding everything, and management was learning so much at the time. The studio, they had experienced being on other people's records, like, cause you had Big Rich at the studio, Rico was at the studio. I remember Big Rich, Rico Luke. And also Big Swift was at the studio because Big Swift was the one that did the track. Shout out to them boys, Platinum Producers, it was on both of those producers. And as an engineer, Big Rich, rest in peace, they were a part of H-Town's success too as well. Gotcha. The group H-Town. So, but I was, in my first record, I was in there. The record, was like 5.5, 6 minutes long. And they said, look, go in there, and because they had already heard of me. Yeah. At the time, I was getting ready to sign with Rap-A-Lot, or I just signed with Rap-A-Lot. Yeah. Now, remind you, this is 94. The record that I was on with Superstar, that was on Fat Pat and Mike D, the Superstar, didn't come out to 96. If you look at the record, you look in the credits. Wow, 2 years later. 2 years later. Yeah. So they promoting and doing all that thing, but then it came out on Rec Shop. Gotcha. So I was always... So was it originally supposed to come out on Rap-A-Lot? Or no, not necessarily? No, I was the one... You just signed to Rap-A-Lot back then. Gotcha. They were doing their own thing. Gotcha. So they knew guys in Louisiana. They knew D-Rec, and Floyd and all of them. Yeah. No D. Yeah, it's a lot. Everybody has history and their story of where they were at. That's their own timeline. Yeah. So that's why I know from where I was at and how I met up with them, it was destined to be. Absolutely. It wasn't by accident, it was by absolute. It was supposed to happen. It was divine. And it was so divine, but that's just like the recognition, and it happened then. A lot of times we have a tendency to forget. Some people do forget, and it's not on purpose. Just people got a lot on their plate. You can't even be mad at them. Yeah. And I'm telling a lot of artists, don't be mad if your name don't be on a record or get misplaced. You know, one thing I would say, I'm a grown ass man, and I think everybody else is out there doing their thing in the music. You don't forget nobody, but in case you do, it's always ways to correct it. In the music industry, in the hip hop underground scene, we say correctify. We can correctify a situation. Yeah. So you can correct that, but I'm gonna tell you something about the laws of recognition. You know, the law of recognition, those who recognize it, you know, law of recognition, what you don't recognize will soon exit. So you want to make sure that you recognize everybody because you don't want nobody to not recognize you. That's right. It's, and that's the laws of reciprocity. You reap what you sow. So in this industry, and I'm telling everybody, we could be a better industry if we recognize those that we do put on a project and not try to nickel and dime and get things for free, or because you could be feeding somebody else's family. Absolutely. And that's how I always looked at it from that aspect, from every record I've ever been on. I'm on over 800 records out of the South. Damn, wow. And on the West Coast and the East Coast and Midwest. I get around like Digital Underground, the song, I get around. And people gonna find me. Straight up. It just so happened my name rhymes with Hook. Billy Cook. Yeah. I'll sing Come Hook. On, Ask Archie Lee. I was saying you got Took, man. If Billy Cook ain't on the hook, man. So that's how that happened. For real. Let that boy cook. Let him cook. You know, so I'm literally always cooking on somebody's record. Yeah. I, in the beginning, didn't know what I was doing. I had a voice, I had a gift, but now I know what I'm doing. Yeah. But the thing about it is I'm not so selfish as to where I don't let somebody critique me or show me another way. Because I know how to get out of the way of the bad stuff and get in the way of the good stuff. Absolutely. You could be missing out on something or blocking your blessing, but not inclining your ear to what somebody else's idea. Yeah. That's like I heard somebody say earlier, he was like, man, I don't want to be right, I want to win. I want to win. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about always your personal opinion. Oh, man, I want to do it like this, I want to do it like that. It's like, man, whatever is best for the project, you know, get constructive criticism and make it the best project that you can make it, man. And I love that, man. That's why it's really important. I'm glad you said that too. It's really important that if you are a person of quality and you have a legacy that you've built, it's always good to ask a person, you know, if they have issues or challenges with something that you're doing with them in collaboration versus a feature, because collaboration is when you're doing it together. So a lot of y'all need to stop asking people, hey, you want to collaborate on this song, you know, versus saying feature, because feature is you're paying them to do a feature. Right. Collaboration is y'all putting that project out together, y'all working it together. Right, that word, that wordplay, Because I've done a lot of features, but I put in the work to do the features versus collaboration. And we have to be accountable for what we do in the industry, how we lead these new young artists coming in. Y'all call them the YNs. Absolutely. I just call them the NN, the double N. Yeah, yeah. The new niggas. Yeah. Because a lot of them ain't young. They just look young. You know? So some of them need to eat. Straight up. Gain some weight like me. And then just eat something. Yeah, you know, so. Now, I just want to give a quick backstory, just real quick, man. When you had mentioned Rico, man, that was the first time I had, well, I don't know if I actually met you in person yet, but I heard your music, and you actually had featured, I think we had talked about this, you featured on my boy T-Lo album. Back in the day. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And I was just tripping on that, and I was like, dang. And then it's just, man, how I just come back full circle like that. Like, it's a beautiful thing, man. It is, man. You know. Everybody is, you know, they say 6 degrees from separation? Yes, sir. Absolutely. So it's Kevin a lot of, Bacon. Everybody has run across somebody's studio back in the day, in the past, and that made them somewhat better than who they are today, allowed them to even buy there and start recording their own music, using their own equipment, pushing the buttons themselves, you know, never went to school for it. Come on, man. Better than a lot of people who way before YouTube, man. Exactly. Before YouTube University. Exactly. Just trial and error, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we didn't sing it. I know I've sung in a lot of open living rooms. I've sung in a lot of bathrooms you know, when they had
Like a school, somebody beatboxing.
The moving blankets in the tub.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you said
and the curtains hanging up, and I didn't done it all.
Yeah.
Like he's a Leo. We got a song together. So I done done it all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I done done it all. We done it all.
Yeah.
So,
just out of curiosity though, did you start out singing like in the church choir or something like that? Like when did you discover like
I started?
Man,
I would say yes. Children's choir. Nervous as all get out. Sounding terrible.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I could sing. My first song that I love, I was singing. I feel like busting loose.
Yeah.
Plus one of my favorite songs, my favorite shows was Incredible Hulk. I thought I was Incredible Hulk. I'm busting out a genius right now.
Yeah.
So, but I did sing in the church a lot. I sung in school a lot. I did what most of the artists that you see like on TV are the actors did. You see them, the Q.U.E high harmony, singing like boys to me, going down the hallways. I did a lot of that in school.
Gotcha.
I did that in elementary. I did it in junior high. I did it in high school. A lot of it in high school.
Yeah.
Sung on the street. Everywhere I was going, I was always singing. But I had low self-esteem back in the day. And so that was my outlet. The reason I was singing like that was I wasn't in a happy place mentally.
Wow.
You know,
so did you have like a lot of, I guess, I don't say depressing type songs, but songs that like heartfelt songs, like, or you it was a place of tranquility, you were singing just to get it out.
Yeah, I was singing just get it out. I was singing everything. I was a fan of the 60s, 70s, and the 80s music.
Gotcha.
So, and that's all my dad, they would listen to. They was on 8 tracks.
Yeah.
So I started listening to the Al Greens, the Isley Brothers.
Oh, right on.
You know,
right on.
The Barcade. The Barcade.
Yeah, Barcade, yeah.
I was listening to all of those records. So I have that's why when people hear me sing, they hear old soul.
Yeah, I got that soul. Yeah.
And because of that old soul where I came from and how I seen other artists went through it, and where they are today, and some that are deceased, kind of gave me that inspiration and that wherewithal of why I promote other R&B singers out of Houston. I'm not looking to sign them. I'm just looking to not even critique them, but just to help them or encourage them.
Yeah, any way you can. You'll be a mentor like to them.
Yeah, because I know where I came from. When I sounded like this, I had to listen to other people. I was so aggressive with singing because I had no training.
Yeah.
You know,
it was just trial and error.
Trial and error,
learning.
and whatever I did, it just sounded good to me. Whatever, and a lot of times, a lot of artists that think they can sing can't sing. You know, they sound good to themselves.
Right.
If they can't hear them, so they might be tone deaf. But that's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of rappers that sing that tone deaf too as well. But some of them, they're very truthful to themselves and say, man, I can't sing,
but in the studio they can put this effect on it, the reverb and this, and the auto tune and all that, and make it right.
Yeah.
So at what point did you I guess that breaking point, like you knew, okay, I got it. Did somebody say, oh man, you can sing? Or when did you know that you had it?
When I was as far as that, I kind of just walk in it. So it never when I just knew I had it. Because I never was looking at me. I love singing in groups. I love singing with everybody else because when I was raised with my family, everybody sung together. Everybody in my family played musical instruments.
Wow.
So it's one of those things, you hear other people who in families who can sing and around other musicians, I want to be like them. So I was driven and drawn to all of different people.
Gotcha.
So I was in other groups when I was in junior high, when I was in high school. I went through the high school hallways of Jones singing all the time.
Yeah.
Kiki, class. I seen them rapping, beating on the table, him, and I've seen the battle rapping, with Dave Super, Lil Kiki, Klondike Cat. They battle. They would school to school. They would go into school. I didn't really know what was going on. I was green.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the music industry at that time either. All I knew was singing in a group at the high school, singing in the hallways, trying to impress the girls.
Yeah.
I was not famous, but I was popular in school and didn't even know I didn't know it because I never looked at it.
Everybody
like
talking, the word of mouth is going around.
I was too much of trying to be a class clown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's same here, too. Trying to make the class laugh. Yeah.
But then I never realized when I knew I had it.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not a vain or selfish person. I do know I'm good at what I do now versus then, because wisdom comes with time.
Absolutely.
Especially how you use it.
Absolutely.
And I utilize it for every record that I get on. So even when I record myself, 90% of the records over the last 15 years, 9 times out of 10, I recorded it in my studio.
Yeah. Oh, that's live. That's live. And you changed the game, man. Like that song you let me hear the other day, it was on your TikTok. Like you had a whole different, you know what I'm saying, sound. I was like, that's Billy Cook.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
My guy, Big C, out of Colorado, Denver, Colorado, Big C the writer, you know, he produces and he writes lyrics. He know my story. And he's been in the game for a long time. He does a lot of shows and cigar shows they put on, travels back and forth. He has a barbecue truck, food truck that he has. You know, he does a lot for the community. He's always doing a lot of things. But in every business I get into, he jump in and with me and my wife. So I got beautiful. People like that that's close that, you know, and to them, they're like, I'm just happy that you even allow me, you know, to be a part of your legacy of working with music. Because most people, when they hear me sing, back in the day, labels had already thought I was signed. Because of how it sounded.
Right.
A lot of artists were kind of intimidated, or they would say stuff like this. And most people, if you've been around these particular artists, I don't know who they are, but I hear it through the grapevine all the time. They say, if you put Billy Cook on the hook, he gonna sing all over your whole record. Yeah. That's not necessarily true.
Come on, man.
But what happens is, and most people can attest, is that people will say, Billy Cook, I want you to sing the hook. Can you do
I was just finna say that. Yeah, do your ad-libs. Yeah, all that. Yeah, I was just finna say that.
Do you. But you got people like Zero who respect what I do. You got Lil Kiki who respect what I do. You got Lil O who respect what I do. You got and a host of other artists. Yeah. And all the way back to the Swisher House records, you know, from DJ Michael Watts, you know, Big Tiger, you know, all these artists, they give me a record and say, do what you do.
Do your thing on it.
I want Billy Cook.
We just gonna let it play and then you just go through it and run it.
They trust me. Yeah. But I can't find one producer that hey man, look, this is what they do. Come to my studio so we can work on a record. Yeah. Now I can send them my vocals, and I don't send my music out. Yeah. But I gotta leave my vocals with you.
Oh, that's what they say. They don't send their music out. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Stop it, man.
But you want me to leave my vocals?
My vote, yeah, for real.
I'm gonna come and vibe with you. But this is what I'm gonna do. When I leave, I'm gonna take my vocals with me. Now you can try to imagine how I sing so you can tighten up your music now. But I can tell you this right here, it's twofold. We should be working together.
Come on, man. Come on.
I've been in this game for over 30 years, enough to where I was always the quiet when I sat in the background. Just because I sing hooks, that doesn't mean a hook is a background.
Yeah, straight up.
We
working complimenting
together,
the song.
Complimenting the song.
Yeah,
we complimenting each other.
You compliment each other, absolutely.
That's why I always ask people, tell me, do you want me to tell you what you want to hear or what you need to hear? I like working on the record. Hey, I got an idea and a vision too. My vocals, you can't have me trying to sing like Michael Jackson when I sound like Dave Hollister and Casey, Jodeci and so like that. You know, that's a different texture. Even though I can sound like a little bit like the Isley Brothers and Sam Cooke and I can do that, but my own original style is me. Yeah. You're gonna get Billy Cook.
You want to customize it to whatever that song is and how
and for what they want. Yeah. And take it to the next level.
Yeah, put your own spin
and I don't write all the hooks. Yeah. It's not about me. Tell me what your vision is. Let's get your vision out. But allow me to be original.
Absolutely.
You know, instead of saying, I want it like how Michael Jackson did it. Michael Jackson is gone.
Come on, man. So I'm Billy Cook, man.
And some artists have a tendency to tuck vocals. Yeah. They'll tuck my vocals.
They'll do what to them?
They'll tuck my vocals low in the mix.
Really?
You know, they have the hook and everything. We want the hook right here, but they take them ad-libs, tuck them But you ain't finna do Jamie Foxx like that.
Yeah, come on, man.
You ain't
gonna
finna do
put
one.
it all
I
over.
want to
put it out
hear
there.
them.
Yeah.
I want, man. I got Jamie.
That's
got Billy
crazy.
Cook.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. I'm singing the hook. I'm just saying, let that boy cook.
Yeah. All puns intended, man.
Let that boy cook, man.
Already, man. And that's a new song you was telling me about.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that one, but I want to ask you, man, like, just being a veteran in the game and just learning what you've learned, like, what's the biggest thing that you've learned being in the music industry moving forward, like to the, well, I don't say new millennium, but just moving forward into the future?
It's not, it's being in compliant with yourself and your own style, your own music, your own space. Control your own space. You know, everybody got their own planet.
Yeah.
You know, it's a large solar system, meaning the music industry. It's a large system. That's a large system out there, and it's been designed from day one to save yourself stress, time, energy, and money.
Already.
You know? So,
come on, man.
So it's big enough for all of us.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, like they say, can we all just get along?
Yeah.
I learned is to stay out of the way of all of the rustic bullshit. You know, and get in the way of the right stuff. And I'm just telling you like a T.I. is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm being real. I don't have time to hate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what it is to be a gatekeeper. Ain't nobody gave me no keys.
You gonna give them the game.
Yeah,
you ask me, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, ain't nobody gave me no keys. I've turned artists on. He said, you try to get in touch with Ro. If I had Ro number, I would find out from him if I should give it to you. Or you can do like what I did, wait and be patient, make yourself hot, and let somebody call you or find you.
Come on. Come on.
Because some people may be funny about why everybody got my number. I got this number, it was personal.
Right.
And you can tell. My number, you can have it. I'll give it to you. Most of y'all ain't gonna call anyway, because you think my price is supersonic. It's like out of here.
Yeah.
It's like out on another solar system.
Man, what you deserve.
Which it is.
Yeah, to charge what you
but
charge.
You call my management and you work the deal out, because it's about working things out for everybody. And you have to talk. Can't be scared. I used to be asking people, hey man, I would say, do you need a hook? Do you need this? I was asking because a closed mouth don't get fed.
Already.
But I got to a point that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own way, make myself hot, hotter than a pepper, and then people will seek you out.
That's it. They're gonna be looking for you. You ain't gotta call nobody no more. They're gonna be calling you.
Yeah. And so, I don't take the the legendary status that people put on me lightly. I don't go around saying I'm a legend. I might say it in a song,
right?
But I'm not gonna go around in public and say that. So I just want y'all to know that.
Right.
People say that.
Yeah.
I enjoy being the artist. The artistic part of me will say that on a record that we're putting together. But in public, you'll never hear me say, I'm a legend. No, that's what you say. I like working with people. I like working with music. I like being intentional. I like being on purpose. I'm purpose driven. I got my own thing I want to do. I got my own goals and dreams. You should have one. You should have a dream board. You should have, have all of that in place.
Yeah.
But you should also have an accountability partner. You can't be one to do it by yourself. Thinking that I'm just that good. We all have our flaws. We all are not. We don't wake up and can sing like a canary or rap like Tupac or Biggie Smalls just like that and be just a amazing lyricist. Some people have to write. Some people can freestyle their stuff. I'm not a freestyler. I might freestyle words because my brain is retaining more from what I read, but I'm just educating. I'm just filling my brain up with enough information and and then working it out in my own space. But my music, it's legacy driven. It's legacy driven. I've been on a label with the Batty's music group, BMG 1965. I don't have a bunch of artists on our label. I'm the only artist, and I'm a handful. I got a lot of paperwork that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Management, they know it. I got a lot of music out there. I work with a lot of people. I'm being very strategic, even with podcasts, interviews. Everybody wants you to drive to Rio Doso, New Mexico.
Catmandu, I'm telling you.
And I'm like, I'm just not there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you fly to me. You know, we'll make something happen.
Straight up. And I was willing to do, just for the record, I was willing to do that. I was gonna come to you, man. You know, it was you know, we had to work it out, man.
But this is the thing.
Yeah.
The number 1 spot is mobile.
Already.
You should be mobile.
Come on.
Mobile enough, you know, and because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna immobilize something, make something happen.
Yeah.
I'll make something happen, make something shake.
Man,
they gonna always say, let that boy cook.
Yeah. Let's go talk about it, man. Talk about it, man. I already know, man. That's the next record, man.
Yeah, man. We got I got on the new album, Let That Boy Cook. Well, not the song, Let That Boy Cook.
Let That Boy
the
Cook.
The album is called Mr. So Iconic.
Man.
And somebody asked me, why do you say Mr. So Iconic?
Put that respect on my name.
I want you to Google Mr. T.
Already.
He said, Mr. That's going to be the first thing you call me.
That's right. That's right.
And then they asked him, well, what's your last name, if you don't mind telling me? He said, well, my middle name is the period that you say after Mr. the last name is T.
Oh, man. Hold on, man.
So Billy Cook, Mr. So Iconic, I had to brand that everywhere and all that I do because I've had names taken. I'm not going to say what names. Some people, if you hear me talking in person, yeah, I've told you. But I'm not going to tell you the names. It is disheartening. It's not uncomfortable. I'm very creative. That I can create a name. I
created that one. I create another one.
Create another one. But one thing I can say this right here: ain't nobody gonna take the name Billy Cook.
Already.
So
straight up.
If I put Mr. in front of Billy Cook, Mr. Billy Cook, however you want to say it. Look, we in this industry to have fun.
Absolutely.
I ain't trying to get in no way. I ain't trying to step on no toes. I'm trying to do me. Do you.
Already. It's easier that way.
It's easier that way.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Trying to be somebody else, you got to do your research and do all that. Man, just be yourself, man.
Be original.
Yeah.
See, it's easy to be original. It's hard to be a carbon copy.
Yeah, for real. Because you ain't gonna be exactly like that person. So just do you. Let them copy you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, let that boy cook.
All right.
You know, so.
Hey, I was just gonna say I got another song, man. This is just kind of something I kind of changed up and wanted to do different, but I got another song that I'm gonna put out there, and if you can, just give me another story or something memorable about that. So you did a song with A-Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
So Real.
Yeah. The funny story about that, I had just came from Mississippi. I was on a promotional tour. We was promoting Reese and Bigelow.
Okay, we talked about that. Man, ain't never scared. Come on, man.
We was promoting Reese and Bigelow on their single Never Scared that had Bone Crusher and
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike, and also had David Banner on the record.
Okay, see, I didn't even know David Banner was on there as well. Okay.
So, and on that album, if you look on the record, it was me, Lil G from Silk. Had some big names on that record. You know, so it was, I mean, everybody on that record had a name. Yeah. You know, so from that record, we was promoting so hard. The first record we gave was DJ 007 and DJ Michael Watts. They were the first person who put that record in their hands and blew up that record. And when by the time we got to California, it was out of there. Yeah. You know, so my wife and I was promoting that to all DJs from Pratt the Cat to Alexandria, Louisiana. We was out there with Jabba Jaws, you know, Bebe. Yeah. You know, okay. Station with Quinn Echo. So we've been around more than a lot of people think. You know, I probably grinded harder, if not harder, just like a rapper when that's an R&B artist. I've been around in the streets slinging CDs just like
already out the trunk.
Yeah. So from that record, came back to Houston. I wound up hanging at the studios, working on getting features to get my name out there. Because remember I told you, I said it wasn't about the money. Yeah. I did a lot of free work. But it was when I was working in the studio on Big Pokey on Dope Game.
Oh, 2000?
2000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somebody came in the studio and they said, well, how much you charge? And that's when I really started charging. Was then. And
how much you charge, by the way?
I charge a pretty penny. I'm telling you. And they really not pennies because they pretty.
All right.
You know, but I can tell you, it's more than $50.
Already. You gotta come on with it, man.
You know, not unless you giving me brand new car, house, or
come on.
You know, keys to your bank account.
Yeah.
$50, no. $150, no. Don't even insult me on that.
Don't even call me.
You know, don't ask me to do a free show.
Yeah, straight up.
When people say, what are he doing? He's selling coffee. He's selling lemonade.
Yeah.
I'm branding. I'm doing big business. I'm doing corporate business. That's what I'm doing.
That's how you do it.
Which you should be doing. You know? Yeah, I'll stay out the way.
Yeah, you do, man. Everything, man. Real estate, man. Like you was telling me the other day about the credit restoration.
I don't do credit repair. I do credit restoration.
Restoration, man. Come on, man.
I partnered up with some multi-millionaires and billionaires and businesses and stuff that I do and what I handle. And some of these people are worth $150+ million
straight up
just themselves alone outside of the business. So it's rubbing shoulders with the right people, you know, and not being needy, you know, but I look for the people who are greedy.
Yeah.
The greedy people are always looking for more money, always looking to make more money.
Yeah.
So you want to hang around them and learn the game and what they're doing and who they are, what they're attracting. You know, it's the laws of attraction.
Already.
A lot of you are attracting what you've been getting. And you can't get nothing else outside of that, you know, because it seems natural for you to dispel the fact that, you know, you gotta be looking for something different to get different. You gotta do something different to get different.
That's it, to get different results.
Because at the end of the day, you know, you're born like your parents, but you die looking like your choices. You know what I'm saying? So
come on, man. Hold on, man. Say that one more time, man. That's why Billy Cook got that. That's why I call him the wordsmith, man.
Look, you're born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your choices.
Come on, man. Wow.
And like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots that you never take.
That's so true.
Because a lot of people ponder and say, "No, should I do it? No, what they gonna think of me?"
Don't overthink
Y'all
it,
don't
man.
know all of the ridicule I went through, even when I was doing coffee. People say, "Billy Cook, he a singer. What are he doing coffee for?" But it changed a lot of hearts. It changed a lot of people's minds.
Come on.
That if he can do it,
that's right. That's why I say you can't be defined by what people know you for.
Exactly.
You got to do it. Man, there's so many things that you can do.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
telling you.
You have to, like you say, diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
What did Yoda say?
Yeah.
Do or do not.
That's it. And just do.
Or do not.
That's right.
And so I chose to do. For myself.
Yeah.
You know, my family is depending on me. If my family got to depend on you want me to come and do a free show, you think my family gonna eat? I wrote about it in my songs because I'm very transparent and say what I want to say in my song. Yeah. And can't nobody change that. I've been on tour with, we was talking about early, and I'm gonna go back to that. I came from Mississippi back to Houston promoting that record, and you was talking about 8-Ball and MJG. And so what happened was I was singing in the studio. 8-Ball and MJG just happened to pull up at the studio, and they was getting ready to go record at their studio. Lil Wayne was at the studio, Q.U.E was at the studio. So I met them up there, Baby, and I had to talk with Baby and Slim. I was trying to get on. I was like, man, you know, I'm like, I can't just do no hooks, but I need to be signed to a major, or maybe somebody can plug me in. Yeah. Because I was on a lot of records, quote unquote, out the South, a lot of platinum and gold records. And I was always looking, maybe they'll help me. Yeah. Come find out, I gotta help myself.
You gotta help yourself. Man, come on, man.
So being at the right place at the right time allotted me and afforded me to be on other people's records that had names. Right. Because at the time, they were looking for something. I just happened to be there with something.
Come on.
And so went from that studio, I was working with Lil Mac on his album. I was working with just a lot of, I can name names with a lot of artists. Left that studio, went straight on over to work with A-Ball MJG. Working on a song called It's All Real.
Man.
On Space Age Pimpin'.
Yeah.
My name is on that record. I'm on some gold and platinum records. My name is not on there.
Come on.
But I can't say it's an accident or not. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
All I know is I ain't dropped the ball. My vocals on there.
Yeah, right on.
On
right
a lot of records.
Yeah.
I do want recognition. But what you don't recognize will soon exit. And I say this all the time. I use the laws of recognition, the law of place, all these different laws. I'm learning this so I can understand this industry, this world, these people. Mm-hmm. And everybody is not going to be like you.
Yeah.
I used to think everybody was my friend.
Come on, man.
I was like,
come on, man.
My friend.
Everybody
I'm
all
cool
about
with
self.
Everybody,
all about self.
And the thing about it is you got to take charge of your life and your career.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta put yourself out there. Like we was talking about the other day. It's like, if nobody else want to give you your props, you give yourself your props.
Prop
you know what I'm saying? And put it out there.
Look,
let them know. Hey, I did this, I did that. Everybody bragging and boasting, but you gotta let people know.
You gotta let them know.
This is
look,
what it is.
If they keep you down, this is the thing. If they not gonna lift you up, go get your ladder and climb up to the top of that ladder.
Come on, man.
That's what you gotta do.
Your bullhorn and screaming to the
hey, and say who you are, what you are, and what you worth.
Better.
Because if you don't know your worth, then how somebody else gonna know your worth?
Come on.
I don't mind working with people, but I know what the benefit I'm gonna get out of.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I got so much music out there that I can't tap into to get paid from that I've already done.
Right.
But I can most definitely move forward and get paid from the new work.
That's right.
I'm doing
Learn
now.
from your mistakes
Learn
and
from
keep
those
on
mistakes.
moving forward.
Yeah, and then some of that stuff will resurface and you will get paid.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think it's a way you can get back paid or something from certain stuff. Yeah.
You can. There's billions of dollars out there. It's a lot of artists, but artists don't know what to do. But it's just a matter of just registering with different platforms that actually go get your money.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, speaking of, then kind of along them lines, do you feel like, I guess how, it's kind of peer to peer, you know what I'm saying? They got the streams and stuff like that. Do you feel like that helped or hurt the industry?
Both. I believe streaming helped to get people heard and allow, because people are online anyway.
Yeah.
They say 90% of America know how to operate their cell phone more than they know how to operate their life. So they online right now watching something, whether it's on YouTube or watching some foolishness that ain't making no money.
True that.
We call them income reducers. So these
I like that, man.
Yeah.
Income reducers.
Yeah. So I have to be very
sometime.
Yeah. Got to unplug sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to detox.
Yeah.
Most of y'all don't look that word up. When you have to detox from something.
Yeah.
It ain't always got to be food. It could be something that's actually hindering you. But you got to detox from something. And sometimes you got to die to the old so you can live for the new, become someone new.
Absolutely.
Die to the old you so that the new person can emerge. In this music industry, man, we all we got. And I know that I got to reinvent myself every single day.
Man, come on.
Every single day.
Come on.
I got to rewrite my history. I got to rewrite my thoughts. I got to rewrite who I'm supposed to be.
That's right.
And believe that whoever this person I put on a pedestal, I got to be able to say, look, there's an audio or maybe even a book that says standing on the shoulders of giants. Sometimes you got to create a giant that's you, and then you got to go up there and you got to stand on your own shoulder, and then you got to be like, okay, then when you stand on that shoulder, you got to talk in your ear and say, you got to do better.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
So I'm always working more on me, more than I gotta, because who I was yesterday is not who I am today.
Come on.
This music industry took me a long way. It's brought me a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm always going back trying to get things right. I'm going back, hey man, I'm gonna re-release this song. I know we did a trade, but let me go ahead and let's do the publishing. I know we was talking about 100%, you get this, my vocals on there, and 100% I get your vocal. Let's just go ahead and do it so you can get paid, because you and I don't pay each other publishing anyway.
Right.
Publishing companies, and then on top of it don't make no sense. You don't want to give nobody no publishing anyway if your stuff ain't playing on the radio.
Come on. Come on.
Let that boy cook.
Come on. And speaking of, man, I'm just curious, man. Like, what was your first reaction when you heard one of your songs or a song that you was on the radio?
Man, look, I'll tell you this right here. It was weird, but it was exciting at the same time.
Was it surreal?
And it was almost like I don't know what to do or where to even start because it was a song Superstar Fat Pat. When I heard it, somebody pull up playing in the car, and I heard the note. Yeah, I was like, I said, that's me. That's me. I was at the barbershop.
Yeah.
I was in some old pants that had paint stains in them. I had on work boots. I just came from 225. I was working at the refinery. It's some years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked a job. Yeah.
Like I say, it's good that we, like I say, God bless that we don't look like what we've been through.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Stuff, man. But yeah, good.
So I was getting a haircut. So I was like, man, I'm gonna take advantage of go and get me a haircut. And I think I had to be at a funeral or something. The reason I had to go get that haircut when I got out of work. And this guy pulled up in this drop top, old school Cadillac, man. It had to be at least 60, 67, or so, I don't know, whatever they had suicide
Was
doors
it clean?
On. It was candy.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, and it was shaking the whole barbershop. People was like, man, who is that? Man, my mirrors and clippers was shaking and everything.
Yeah, come on.
Like, man, what he got in there? He got some gorillas in the trunk.
Yeah.
Like somebody mistakenly said, he thought he said niggas in the trunk. It was gorillas in the trunk. So, but anyway, so I was like, let me go out there, man, cause dude, I said, man, that's me on that song. He playing. So I went outside to talk to the guy. He said, yeah, and that's Fat Pat and Mike D. That's Superstar. And so I said, that's me singing in that. I said, you mind if I look at the CD? Cause I want to see my name.
Yeah. Go on, man. Don't say it, man. Say it ain't
name
so,
went
man.
On there.
Come on, man.
Name went on there.
That's wild.
But it was confusing. I was like, cause I had already, like, I was chasing them down because I was trying to like, hey, I got some shows, man, I come perform with you. Cause I'm like, man, this could be a great deal for me because I'm R&B, but Houston was not a industry for R&B or gospel, period. That's why it took so long for Kirk Franklin to break out of here. Yolanda Adams to break out of here.
Oh, I didn't know Kirk Franklin from Houston.
Kirk Franklin went to Yates.
Man, I did not know that. I did not know that.
People, so
wow.
Yolanda Adams, me and her, we have the same godson. I knew Major Adams, because Major Adams, her brother, was my music attorney.
Gotcha.
Second attorney in the music industry. But we have, it's just so many different things of people that in our maneuver are was guided to or through to get to where I'm at today.
Gotcha.
So back to that story about the car, that was one incident, but I was cool with it. I said, let me just track the label down. I said, man, can I see that CD? He said, no, I didn't. When I didn't see my name on that, it said production. On the record, I said, okay, Double D, Platinum Soul. That name was on there. It had a number on there.
You called that number.
I called the number.
Hey, man, say
and guess who picked up? It was Double D.
Yeah.
Double D picked up. I'm in the barber shop. I said, man, can I use your phone? Because this is when cell phones, they wasn't
that prominent back then.
They had the prime code phones.
Yeah, flip phone, all that.
And everything, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Like, text me.
Prepaid.
Text me on the beeper. Turn it upside down. You text people, here's a code.
Yeah.
Bro, look here. I called Double D and I said, actually, I didn't call Double D. I called and he picked up and he said, who is this? I said, it's Billy Cook. I'm the one singing on that song with Fat Pat, the song Superstar. Nigga, we've been looking for you.
Yeah.
I said, man, we was wondering who that was on that song. And man, you need to come by the studio.
He talk screwed up. I like
he screwed up.
Good.
Yeah. That's my nigga, man.
Yeah.
I love Double D, man. Amazing producer. I've had the privilege of working with him in the studio on other people's stuff. Not just sitting in the back, just watching.
Yeah.
He was working with, it was Chicken Hawk. They was in the studio too. Well, Blue Note was in there. Because I was, and by then, after that little incident, moving on from rec shop and going to meet them, and I'm just fast forwarding, is that I was trying to get signed by them, and it didn't happen. I was hung around. I was late night. I start going to the studio. I get off work, my kids and my wife, they sleeping in the car, or I'm late night. I never got signed by them. So what happened was I wound up getting signed. They took me by the studio. Big Mike was recording the studio. Because remember, this was the first song that I had sung on. By then, I was at the studio. I was at, I can't think Digital Services with studio. Because I've seen Ice Cube up there working, Beyonce and they was up there working. A lot of different artists was coming back and forth through there. Coolio coming through there, and I met all of them. And
wow.
That particular night, Big Mike was recording in the studio. It was Jay Prince, Reg up there, and they were recording. He was up there recording the song. They had me coming in, and N.O. Joe was there. And they had me sing on Player Player. And I sung on,
just a player.
But there's not my vocals on there. I'm gonna tell you a story to blow your mind.
Oh, damn.
Let me tell you what happened. I was on Player Player. I sung on that, and I sung on Get Over That Shit.
Okay.
I kept my vocals on to Get Over That Shit.
Because I remember that. Get over that shit.
Because Jay Prince said we need to keep his vocals on one of them songs, because he don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I said, because I was like, man.
Yeah, that would have been hard. I was like, man, I put in my blood, sweat, and tears, and then y'all just take me off the song.
What happened, I asked him to take me off the song. I actually told him to take me off both songs.
Yeah.
He kept me on one. And he paid me. You know, so, but I asked him to take me off because my background, I come from a Christian background. My mama, I was in church, my family.
Oh, yeah, with the cussing and all that.
Yeah, and so if you hear the song and listen to it today and you hear what they're saying today and you imagine in 94 and in the Christian community, all that's going on at that time in churches and stuff, man, look at here. I was so like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it, take me off. And then come find out I got a chick waiting up in here rap a lot, you know what I'm saying, for 6 bands.
Wow.
You know, so
that was a
like,
blessing, though. Yeah. He was like, I'm glad they kept me on.
Like,
I'm glad they kept me on.
If they had kept me on the other one, I was like, nah, they really didn't pay. But they were nice enough to pay me and put my name, and my name is on that record. That's the record that's on my wall. I got a couple other gold records and everything on my wall too, and platinum. But from that record, it's how I wound up signing shortly after that. Yeah. And when I signed with Rap A Lot, I was dealing with the Globetrotters, Reggie Airman Dixon, you know, who was always, R. Kelly was always down here playing basketball at the gym here. So I always come to the Y. Yeah. You know, 3rd Ward.
Yeah, come on.
So I was always up there, you know, with them and wind up. That whole story was beautiful because how that happened, that's how I met R. Kelly. I wound up singing for him. And he was like, man, look, I want to sign you. I want to head your project. And then at the time, Bruce Tovall, one of the guys that was working Rap A Lot, had said, nah, we can, you know, we got something else that we gonna do and everything.
Oh,
and
man,
so
come on,
that was
man.
one opportunity that I probably could have, but we kept in touch for a minute. It was on Black something records, I can't think of. But anyway, from that was another issue that happened. I wound up going, then I went on tour with Jay Real. Jay Real and Explicit. I was one of the background singers for Explicit for Jay Real. Gotcha. And then that's how, and I was on a 4-city tour with Frankie Beverly Mays and Silk. Okay. And I was opening up. And then what happened, how I got in good with Lil G, with the group Silk, and all of them were really cool with me, Jimzo, all of them. And they was like, man, we come, because they started coming early to every show, because I would open up. I was opening up singing, my mind's telling me no,
man,
no. Yeah. I was killing the intro, everybody was going crazy. Yeah. They were looking around, where's R. Kelly?
Yeah, come on, man, that's cold.
And then when they see on stage, and then I was out there, I was dancing back then, I was about 40 pounds lighter. Yeah.
Weren't we all, man? Hello. Weren't we all? Gotta give myself better.
I wasn't as hands. I'm way more handsome, now than I was back then, But this is the thing, I'm just seasoned.
Yeah, right on.
And so what happened that he asked the same question. Hey man, I want to be up over your project. I would really like to work with you. Same thing. Bruce telling me, now we can't work with him on that. So that's what happened with that whole situation.
Yeah.
And so.
And he was your manager?
No,
at the time?
Bruce was the general manager of Rap-A-Lot.
Oh,
by
gotcha.
then I'm signed.
So so you can't just.
Matter of fact, he had told me not to sing the song with Fat Pat and Mike D. So they just some street thugs and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, man, but I like them.
Yeah.
Like I told y'all earlier, everybody was my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, in your mind at least, yeah.
Yeah, so, but that's how that was.
I got you.
So that's how that whole thing happened.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot of artists. A lot of them I can't name because I ain't gonna remember everybody.
Right on.
So
They blame it on my mind, not my heart.
Yeah, so but I did a mixtape back in the day. Got a lot of records that if I ever put those records out, I don't put them online. I only sell them in person. Because it's all the music and features in that they wouldn't be able to go find them.
Yeah.
So the convenience is me having them, and it's all of the classics that I was on. Feature all those artists and I promote them. Now, do they promote me? I don't know. But I have fun promoting them.
But make sure you promote yourself, like we just said
I promote myself. I make sure I'm on the CD cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I promote them because of what it does for the people. Remember, what we do in this industry is for the people. And you can probably understand this better. The fruit that come from a tree, the fruit is not for the tree. The fruit is for the people.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the word.
Yeah.
So music I've been in for a long time. I got new projects.
Go ahead.
The project that I have that I'm coming out with is so iconic. I got a single on there called Just Want to Be Heard. That's got Quiet Money Dot on there. The new song that I'm working on right now called Let That Boy Cook. It's a Zydeco blues song. My album is very diverse. I've been screaming So Iconic coming soon for the last 3.5, 4 years. People say, why didn't you put it out? Because it's not a mixtape. Well, you just go and record.
Yeah, you take your time with it, and make a great quality product opposed to just putting something out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's a slow roast.
Yeah.
It's like, when you make a roast, when you put a roast on a pit, you don't just put it in there for 30 minutes and say the roast is ready.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that boy cook. Let that boy cook.
Man. So man, I hate to, man, but unfortunately, man, we gotta go and wrap this mug up, man. My boy actually got someone coming in, but just to end it off, man, just what would you tell a younger Billy Cook?
Stay in your lane. Until it's time for you to get off of that lane assist that come with your 2025. It's gonna be 2026. Everything new that's coming out, it's gonna be a little different and everything, but always make sure you always keep the old in proximity of the new, because the old help guide the new.
I like that.
Like it talks about this even in the Bible. I can be spiritual with you guys. You never put new wine in old bags. You never put old wine in new bags because they'll burst. You know what I'm saying? So you put old wine in old bags and because they complement each other. It's, everything is better with time. And so you gotta make sure that, that you keep your eye on the prize, keep looking forward, never look back, never look side to side. Keep look straight ahead. Because your lane is your lane.
Shuttles, whatever they call them, like them horses, like them Budweiser horses, keep them shuttles looking straight.
Yeah, you gotta keep your blinders on.
Yeah.
Man, and just remember, always and do everything in excellence, keeping God first, number one. And he'll see your heart. Don't be too flashy, be flashy when you need to be, but don't be flashy because you just all on yourself.
Already.
Because they say hard times will make a jackass eat prickly pear. And I can tell you this right here.
Yeah.
If you start focusing on being vain and just trying to be better than the next person, what's going to happen is that I say a pride look comes just before a fall. and you can't be so prideful in all that you do.
That's right.
And always give everybody else a chance, and don't be, I know, because when you start saying I know, that means you don't know.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta be
I don't know
open to-
everything.
Yeah. You gotta learn new stuff. If you always know, you never learn nothing.
Because there's more out there that we don't know than what we do know.
Straight up.
So let that boy cook.
Man, already, let that simmer. Let that simmer for a minute, man.
I'm telling you.
Man, I appreciate you taking out your time, man, to sit
Man,
down
I appreciate
with us,
you, Q,
man.
I appreciate you, Q.
You got any last minute shout outs, anything you want to put out there before we go?
Shout out to the Baptiste Music Group 1965, also Q, the #1 spot.
Already, man. Appreciate that, G.
We repping H-Town.
Already.
You know, it's only one H-Town. It's only one #1 spot. There's only one Billy Cook, Mr. So Iconic. And guys, remember,
Already. Nobody remembers
H-Town
number
is in the
2,
building.
man. Already. With that being said, man, we signing out, man. Real quick, man. Shout out, man, to Toxic Talk and good music, man, doing big things out there. Man, check them boys out, man. Check out my boy Said with Conscious Mindset right now, man. Check out, man, Biblicus Eats, man, killing it, man, on the barbecue out there, man. And, man, I'd like to thank, man, Solo One Productionz. Man,
Solo
for
One
putting
Production.
on this whole production, man. Thanks
This-
to
thanks
Hazen
live.
House. Thanks to Power Frame Visuals, man.
Yes,
And we
sir.
signing out. If you ain't at the #1 spot, you're #2. And nobody remembers #2. Remember that, baby. And we out of here. Yeah.
Salute.